And now I am honored to present your classmate, Ryan Martinovich, to deliver the valedictory address. Ryan will attend Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri in the fall.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank Monsignor Kelly, Monsignor Harahan, faculty, parents, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of the class of 2018 for making our time at the prep so memorable. Before I begin, I have a question. Mom, Dad, where are you? Wave your hands. Time sure flies by, doesn't it? I know Monsignor Kelly already did this, but I think it's worth giving our families another round of applause for helping us get to this point in our lives. It has been 4 years since all of us, parents and students, have been together under one roof. It was a hot, humid day, and after Mr. Z's lecture, 250 boys entered the auditorium and sang the alma mater for the first time. Now, 4 years later, we are assembled again, all 233 of us, to sing it for the final time as young men. If I'm being completely honest, writing a speech to commemorate such a momentous occasion was quite a daunting task. I'd say it was the most challenging of my time as a pirate. Nothing I put down really captured the essence of Seton Hall Prep. And for the first time in my high school career, Google didn't have the answer. Coming from 72 different towns, whether it was waking up before sunrise every morning to catch a train, or suffering through the slow and chaotic bus routes, each of us had to find his own way of getting to school by that 8:45 bell. And when we could finally drive, we spent half of every Thursday morning scouring the streets of West Orange for any spot. To the outside, there appears nothing about Seton Hall that makes it worth the extra effort. After all, what public school student could understand any of the struggles that we do to get to school? But we know there's something worth it. It has led us to push through exhausting commutes, a dress code that, at times, felt like it was going to give us heat stroke, and that hellish time known as trimester testing. What we have come to Seton Hall these 4 years is more than just academic excellence, thriving athletics, and a decent amount of snow days. No, we love this school for that thing that breaks down the barriers between us and allows us to stand together as one group with one heart, the brotherhood. But what is the brotherhood really? I can tell you from experience, it's something that's easy to flaunt as an ambassador or tell freshmen about as a peer leader. But as I've thought about it in recent weeks, I realize it's something that's really hard to put down into words. I cannot simply transfer 4 years of experience. If I could, there'd be no point in giving this speech. To me, the brotherhood is the way that each of us looks for the things that unite us, rather than divide us. When I think back to freshman orientation, when our peer leaders led us from the auditorium, as Dr. Magadi would say on test day, like lambs to the slaughter, I remember a great sense of fear that I had about high school. How can I make friends? Would I fit in? Is Seton Hall the place for me? But these questions, and any doubt I had, eroded when we returned to the auditorium at the end of the day and sang that song that we had just learned the words to with a group of 250 strangers. And yet, the fact that we were all sweating in the same gray polos and singing that same song connected us in a way that I have never felt before. I knew in that moment that I could find a place here. But I've done far more than that. I found a family. We have become a family. A family not only accepts differences, but embraces them. And embracing our differences has made Seton Hall Prep a place where being smart is more than just okay, it's cool. Where a theater kid is not just given that stigma, but is actually applauded for his performance. Where we take pride in a wrestling team with an undefeated regular season and a swim team that won its 21st consecutive county championship. Where everybody gets excited when the band plays Rudolph on that last day before Christmas break, as Kevin Bishop, our class president, danced down the aisles in a reindeer suit. We are a brotherhood that takes pride in every aspect of our school. We cheer on our sports teams, where we have seen athletes like Cam Fiore be a wall in front of the lacrosse net, Alex Amegwu drop three-pointer after three-pointer, and Nick Parisi leave the competition in the dust. But we also celebrate our new robotics team, winning a district championship in only its second year, and our Quiz Bowl teams making the state tournament. Regardless of whether you play in band or participate in mock trial, you are part of this brotherhood. And this is also a brotherhood that loves its community. And between us, this grade, we've given back over 20,000 hours of service over our 4 years. And on Kairos, we've opened our hearts to each other and now leave Seton Hall with our hearts filled with a bit more love and understanding than we had previously thought possible. Over the past 4 years, we've been together through the ups and downs, through every bleacher-breaking victory and hard-fought loss. And yet, each time we ended seeing our alma mater with our heads held high because we were standing together as brothers. So as we head out into a challenging world, remember how the prep taught us to win with grace and lose with dignity, to persevere regardless of the challenge that lay before us, to look for that which unites rather than divides, to never waver from her precepts, and to guard her banner blue and white. Come September, things will be very different. We'll be in new schools without uniforms, and the friends who are seated next to you will not be there. We will face challenges different than those at our time at 120 Northfield Avenue, but we will not face them unprepared. The lesson of Seton Hall will be with us as we go forward in life and succeed in the goals that we set out to do. Whether they be in politics, finance, medicine, or any other way that we will make our mark on this world, the bond that we formed here will never fade. Now, before I finish, I want to leave you all with this. FDR once said, "There are many ways of going forward, but only one of standing still." We will not stand still, because that is not who we are. And however we choose to go forward in this world, remember, this brotherhood is with you, always. Congratulations, class of 2018. We did it, boys. Hazard's Death Forward.